hopefully we could get it before. No, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want a rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank?
100%. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
I'd love for it to be in DC.
Hold on to your seats, boxing fans. The buzz is real. Devin Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are gearing up for a sensational rematch following their controversial draw on March 1st. Rumors swirling in the boxing world suggest both camps are eager to settle the score once and for all. Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, has hinted that the rematch is very close and, in his words, "In my mind, it's a done deal, though a few formalities still need to be ironed out." With Davis reportedly more focused than ever and possibly putting retirement talks on hold, this upcoming bout promises to be an electrifying showdown you won't want to miss.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
The first showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025, left the boxing world buzzing with controversy and fueled intense demand for a rematch. The highly anticipated bout, held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, concluded in a majority draw, with scorecards reading 115 to 113 in favor of Davis and two judges scoring at 114 to 114. A pivotal moment came in the ninth round when Davis took a knee, leading many to argue it should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor. However, referee Steve Willis opted not to count it as such, a decision that ignited heated debates among fans and analysts alike. The unresolved tension from that night has only heightened the anticipation for their next clash.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a ninth round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed boxing history.
For me, Tank Davis fighting a minus 1600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8. That round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my.
Critics have suggested that Gervonta Tank Davis intentionally took a knee during the ninth round of his fight against Lamont Roach Jr. as a strategic move to disrupt Roach's rhythm and regain control of the match. By voluntarily going down, Davis may have been aiming to buy himself a few crucial seconds to recover, rather than risk being overwhelmed by Roach's relentless and aggressive onslaught. Many fans and analysts view this as a calculated, veteran move, a clever tactic to break Roach's momentum and shift the dynamics of the fight in his favor.
It has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived. The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rules.
However, boxing fan Leonardus Maximus IV didn't mince words when addressing the controversial moment in Gervonta Davis's fight against Lamont Roach. He highlighted that Davis took a clean jab, with the majority of the impact landing squarely on his left eye, the same eye his corner had to tend to between rounds. Many argue that this moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, further intensifying the post-fight debate. As Maximus IV tweeted, "This isn't a good look for Gervonta Davis. He took a clean jab, with the brunt of the impact landing on his left eye, the same one his corner had to tend to. This should have been ruled a clear knockdown for Lamont Roach." His comments added more fuel to the already fiery controversy surrounding the fight.
It wasn't a braid, it wasn't oil in his eye. Tank got peppered, jab, jab, cross. Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th and the 10-8 wasn't called. Even Wild, Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref.
Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened?
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Simple.
You asked him, right? Why you stopped?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep counting. Here it is.
It's got to be a knockdown.
Nobody knows what's going on.
ESPN analysts didn't hold back in their critique of Gervonta Davis's performance and the controversial 9th round incident. They cast doubt on the legitimacy of Davis's explanation and raised concerns about his level of preparedness and focus. Stephen A. Smith weighed in, stating, "In boxing, distractions can be costly. Champions must ensure they're fully prepared, both mentally and physically." Max Kellerman echoed similar sentiments, adding, "The incident raises serious questions about Davis's training regimen and attention to detail." Their comments underscored the growing scrutiny surrounding Davis's performance and whether external factors may have played a role in the fight's contentious outcome.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Rock Solid, the beast of rap. Big baby! Yo, man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one. Alright? Don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight and then watch after, bro. Talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in on the Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach fight. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith said.
I was stunned.
Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, "I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong. Roach is special.
Davis clarified that the incident was a result of a hair treatment he had undergone just 2 days before the fight. He explained that the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat during the match, causing a burning sensation in his eyes. During the post-fight interview, Davis addressed the audience's reaction, expressing frustration over the boos. He emphasized that his actions were a genuine response to the unexpected irritation and not a deliberate attempt to manipulate the fight's dynamics.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Well, what is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
In the aftermath of the fight, Roach's team appealed to the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, to overturn the draw, pointing to the referee's oversight as a critical error. While the NYSAC acknowledged the mistake, they ultimately upheld the original decision, leaving Roach frustrated but more determined than ever to settle the score in a rematch. This setback only fueled his resolve to secure a clear and decisive victory next time.
It ain't no timeouts in boxing. Why are you taking? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115-114 my way.
Going in, okay, it's round 10, right? You see that you down on the...
For Lamont Roach, the rematch represents a golden opportunity to cement his place in the boxing world. Following the initial fight, he voiced his belief that his performance against a top-tier opponent like Gervonta Davis warranted a spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. Roach's confidence has been on full display across social media, where he's actively engaged with both critics and supporters. He's even gone as far as proposing high-stakes bets on the outcome of the rematch, showcasing his unwavering belief in his ability to come out on top this time.
I happen to be a boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July.
Stepping into the ring as the underdog, Lamont Roach walked out having silenced every doubter. From the opening bell, Roach displayed his skill, resilience, and sheer determination against the heavily favored Gervonta Davis. He landed sharp combinations, controlled the pace at key moments, and even had Davis in trouble at times. Many believed Roach had done enough to secure the win, and the fight's majority draw only intensified the debate. Roach didn't just compete, he put on a show, shutting down critics and cementing his place among boxing's elite. His performance demanded respect and made a compelling case for the well-deserved rematch that now lies ahead.
As the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived. The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, We don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty, it's horrible, it's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight drained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rules.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith raised concerns about Lamont Roach's size disadvantage when facing Gervonta Davis. Smith stated, "I think Roach is too small, that's my issue. I'm not questioning his skill set or anything like that." This viewpoint was echoed by other boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who added, "I don't think Roach has the firepower to hold off Tank. He's got great skills, but I just don't think he has a real chance." These comments highlighted the skepticism surrounding Roach's ability to overcome the physical and power disparities in a potential rematch.
Our picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
For Gervonta Davis, the rematch presents an opportunity to reassert his dominance in the lightweight division. Known for his devastating knockout power and a once unblemished record, the draw against Roach marked a rare setback that he is undoubtedly eager to rectify. Reports indicate that Davis is approaching the rematch with renewed focus and intensity, potentially putting aside earlier discussions of retirement to fully concentrate on this crucial fight. This bout is not just about settling the score, it's about proving he remains one of the most formidable forces in boxing.
I feel like Tank overall, like the bigger picture, he just wasn't focused for real. He, doing a lot of arguing in the ring and just a lot of stuff that wasn't like, he wasn't just focused. He wasn't all the way locked in the ring. You heard him say something like, it's a lot of things going on outside the ring that he was leading up to the fight, and shit, that's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's normal. Shit, I was going through the same thing with this last fight, you know, so I just feel like he just wasn't focused.
Coach Barry Hunter acknowledged that Gervonta Davis strayed from using his jab at critical moments during the fight, which allowed Lamont Roach to remain competitive. The jab, a fundamental tool for controlling distance and setting up power shots, was underutilized by Davis, making the fight tighter than it needed to be. Hunter also revealed that, in the later rounds, Davis seemed confused about how many rounds were left, adding another layer of disarray to his performance. These lapses highlighted areas for improvement as Davis prepares for the highly anticipated rematch.
The fight, and if you thought that them knowing each other and growing up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought maybe, I believe, 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds, and it just went down, he just, like you said, we looked at 3 rounds. Brian was calling out, yo, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2.
Boxing analyst Timothy Bradley recently weighed in on Gervonta Davis's mindset ahead of his rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., noting that Davis's unwavering confidence, regardless of public perception, could spell trouble for his opponent. Reflecting on Davis's calm and relaxed demeanor, Bradley suggested that Davis has reached a stage where outside opinions no longer affect him, a mindset that could lead to an even more dominant performance in the ring. As Bradley tweeted, whether he looks zesty or not, he knows who he is. There's a superpower to that, and he's going to take that out on Lamont Roach. I feel sorry for Roach. Bradley's comments imply that Davis's self-assurance and mental clarity could fuel an even more aggressive and focused showing, making him an even greater threat in the rematch.
Is right. The first one we saw was he stood alone. He stood alone on the platform. He did the whole conference by himself, right? Press tour by himself, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet, for real. But this one right here, having that picture leak, him looking real zesty, and not giving a fuck. Woo! Trying to tell y'all, my man is on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that song? We on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Yes, my dude is on a new level, man, because he know who he is. There's a power in knowing who you is. Most people don't know who the hell they are, right? They don't know who the hell they are. They think they know, but they really don't know who they are. It takes you a while to figure out. We're constantly evolving as a human, right? Constantly evolving, right? But now you know. Tank know now. So that's why he don't give a damn. Having that power, that superpower, not giving a damn. And see, that's the reason why I can come to you guys, come to YouTube. I can, sit in front of you. I can hear the boos. I can hear the, you didn't beat Pacquiao. I can hear the big head, the milk dud, the coon, the, all the names that everybody always call me. That's why I can sit here and just still be myself and do what I do, because I just don't give up about what anybody did. And Tank has gotten that superpower too now, baby. He just don't give up. Tank gonna be Tank. Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do. That's just it. Whether he looking zesty or not, he know who he is. There's a superpower to that. Guess who he gonna take that out on? He gonna take that out on Lamont Roach, man. I feel sorry for Roach. Roach is a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He is. But I'm telling you, this Tank right here is different. It's a different dude. All right. Did y'all see the weight too? Did y'all see the weight? The dude can fight tomorrow. The dude can fight today. The dude can fight whenever. It's a few weeks away, a few months away from the fight. Woo! I'm telling y'all.
Lamont Roach Sr. is steadfast in his belief that his son, Lamont Roach Jr., deserved to win the fight against Gervonta Davis. He maintains that Roach Jr. outperformed Davis and should have had his hand raised in victory by the judges. When he says, "We should have had our hand raised," he's expressing his firm conviction that the decision was unjust and, in his eyes, the win was taken away from his son. Roach Sr. also highlights that the fight between his son and Davis was more than just a display of power and aggression, it was a highly tactical battle. He describes it as a high-IQ boxing match, emphasizing that both fighters showcased advanced skills in reading each other's movements, setting traps, and minimizing errors, rather than engaging in reckless exchanges.
We should have got a decision, but this boxing, we didn't. It was a great fight, like I expected. But I knew my son was game. Training camp, he was so focused and locked in. I knew that we was gonna put on a great performance, and it was kind of like stolen away from him a little bit with the decision. But the world got to see how good he is, so that's the blessing to come out of this. So he really stamped himself in the boxing.
In the early rounds, both fighters approached the bout with caution, carefully studying each other's strategies rather than diving into heavy exchanges. Roach Sr. highlights that this phase of the fight was marked by subtle maneuvers and technical adjustments, nuances that only seasoned boxing analysts or experienced fighters might fully grasp. This stage wasn't about brute force or overwhelming the opponent, instead, it was a cerebral battle, with both boxers focused on outsmarting each other and gaining the upper hand through strategy and precision.
Self in the boxing world, more so with this performance, so like I say, that's why it's bittersweet.
Is it a difficult one to take because of the controversy certainly surrounding the Tank taking the knee moment and then, like I say, not getting it on the scorecards?
Yeah, I thought we won without it, to be honest with you. I thought we didn't need that. We shouldn't have needed that either to get to the decision. I can't see him winning 7 rounds.
Do you think Gervonta Davis will dominate the rematch, or will Lamont Roach Jr. silence the doubters once again? Was the controversial knee a calculated tactic or a genuine moment of struggle? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.